Reuschlein, if you want to go ahead and come up, the microphone is here. You'll have 1 minute to do an introduction before they give their questions to you.
Let me see if I can do it without the microphone.
Thank you.
And what do you want for an introduction?
Whatever you want to tell them.
First of all, I snuck off to the bathroom, I guess, when I got introduced. Connie Reuschlein. I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. Moved down here 12 years ago with my husband, and then later our adult son came and joined us, which is kind of typical these days that we have adult kids living with us. I have a degree in computer information systems, had a variety of positions in the computer field, along with earlier in life I did things like HVAC, heating, ventilating, air conditioning, estimator. I have quite a wide range of different career things I have tried in life. Since down here in El Paso, I am not bilingual. I understand it somewhat because my husband speaks Spanish. He grew up in San Antonio. But I had a hard time finding a job here, so I ended up starting my own business as a web developer. I have a number of local nonprofits. I did have Keep El Paso Beautiful, but I guess with the change of management, we got rid of the website. I currently have VSEP, Vegetarian Society of El Paso Public Library Association, I believe, a number of others, along with people around the country. About myself, the reason I'm running, I'm at a point in my life where I could start giving back. You reach this point, and I'm very happy with my life. I'm not going for any career. I don't have need for success. I'm a very happy person, and I just want to give back now. Does that mean I'm done?
Yes.
Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, first question is, if you had a chance to change one thing in the district, immediately upon taking office, what would it be?
One of my big concerns is what's been going on with the staff and faculty at Community College. I know they have wanted raises, and they also, what I have seen is a need to really have an accountability of what is going on the inside. That's a very difficult issue. Trying to think how to word things really nicely. There was a study that took place that ended up with a lot of people very upset in the college, how things turned out. And I also know there are problems with the grievance procedure. They apparently at the moment do not have an employee assistance program, which I don't know if it is required, but an employee assistance program, you hire consultants from the outside, and they help employees when they're having difficulty. And your employer doesn't have to know what it is. All they know is this person's productivity has gone down. Maybe it's divorce, alcohol, whatever. The employee assistance program works with the employee to help keep them remain in their job and to keep them productive and to improve their productivity. And things like this, I think, are very important. Your employees are a resource, and you want to keep them. And that isn't always the case, that they let very good people go. And so this is one of the things that I'm concerned about, among other things. Does that answer?
I'd like to know what relevant experience qualifies you for the position for the 2CC.
With my degree in computer information systems, I was a systems analyst, programmer analyst. The way my thought process is that I tend to think in terms of systems the way data is used, data security, data redundancy. It's just sort of a natural way that I think. And that along with, yes, we have to be able to work on a budget and work with Excel spreadsheets, and, you know, these type of things. It's also important to get an idea of flow, how things are working. And I'm also curious about the hierarchical chart or organization chart, and is it possibly top-heavy? You know, how could we improve the way monies are being used? I have never seen an organization chart, any of them, and apparently they do exist, but it isn't like they float around. And I think that's an important part as well on how a place is run, that these things be available so people can see what's going on the inside of the structure is.
You're in the Westside Democrats meeting. How have you been voting? And also a secondary question is, how do you feel you're different and more qualified than the other people running?
From the other candidates. And the first part was?
How do you vote?
How do I vote? I always vote straight Democrat. Right answer, but it is true. Well, and I don't think it was until I moved to Texas that, no, seriously, I'm very sincere, ethical, and honest, and I do vote Democrat. When I came down here, I was kind of surprised that you go in. I guess it depends when it is the vote is, but the first thing they ask you is, are you voting Democrat, Republican, or what's the other, liberal, or other, maybe they say. And that never took place up north, so I found this really interesting. You just go in and you tell them what you're going to be, and that's pretty much it. But it makes it real easy. So that's, oh, and you had one more part of
And
that?
how do you feel that you're more qualified than the other candidates running?
Okay, if I may be frank, and Wisconsin Germans tend to be very efficient, practical, and frank. Oh, I'm sorry. The microphone is right there.
Sound off.
Okay. Is it? Okay. Wisconsin Germans tend to be very efficient, practical, and frank. And with John Uxer, it concerns me that he received the position when his father stepped down without being voted in. I think that's noble, but what concerns me, and I do know that this has been going on at the college, the nepotism. Even though I've read through all this stuff of the ethics, it still goes on. And it's a perfect example of nepotism. Now, what happens after that? Can you hear me? Is this okay? Once a person is in a position without having gone through the proper, then they can say, I have the experience. And that's not really fair to others. Whoopsie. I have one energy that does that. This is why I don't like stuff like this, because I have high metabolism and I move.
Were you done? Yes. You have 1 minute.
Oh. I would be happy to serve. Like this, can you hear me? Oh, I forgot to mention, I am so proud of this, that I am being endorsed by the El Paso AFT, American Faculty Association, and the El Paso TFA, Texas Faculty, no, the first one is American Federation of Teachers, and the second is Teacher Faculty Association, and I am very proud of that. But I would be very happy to serve you. And I would like to bring about a more, what I really wanted to say is that it shouldn't be groups against each other, like the college, the board, the community, struggling with each other, but we should all be working as community. The college is within the board, but the board is within communities, and who we really serve is community. And we need to listen to community. Community is everybody, whether it is you, students, faculty, staff, whoever in the community. We all need to be listened to, and to work respectfully together, and to bring out the best solution, hopefully for all, ultimately for the good of the whole.
Thank you, Ms. Reuschlein.